So in this video, we run through a quick comparison between HubSpot and LeadLoft and discussing which one is best for your team. Let's dive into it. So this is HubSpot when you hop into it. And for the most part, we're only going to be covering the sales CRM side of HubSpot, but they do cover marketing as well as customer success. If we jump into it here, the way it works is they have their CRM with contacts, companies, and deals. And the way it generally operates is you have contacts, you have companies, and after you connect with that contact or company, you'd create a deal. So you can open up the CRM here, go to deals, and you'd have to manually create one of these deals once you find somebody is a good fit, or you speak to them and find out they are qualified. From here, it's really a manual process. You can drag these deals around, update them, and once they're here, you can follow up with them by clicking them and manually following up with these deals one by one. And that's a pretty big contrast to LeadLoft, because in LeadLoft, when you create a lead or a contact, they appear with a deal automatically attached to them. So in LeadLoft, you don't have to worry about contacts, you don't have to worry about companies. And the way it works is just like HubSpot, you drag and drop, really straightforward. I would say in LeadLoft, when you drop a deal, it stays there. It doesn't pop to the top like it does in HubSpot, which I believe is a better user experience. The last thing here is if you open up a deal, you can get an overview of the company, an overview of all the contacts, and also you can see an overview of all the communication across email and across LinkedIn. And that brings me to my next point. HubSpot has no LinkedIn integration. You can connect your email here, but any LinkedIn communication is not going to appear here. So you have no idea what's going on in LinkedIn. It's completely separate from HubSpot. On LeadLoft, on the other hand, it will sync here. You'll see what's going on there between your team and all your contacts or your leads. The next thing I'd cover is HubSpot does have something called sequences. I can click sequences here. They're going to ask me to upgrade here to use sequences. The sequences are essentially drip campaigns that include automations like emails or call steps. And you can activate this within HubSpot, but you are going to have to pay quite a bit to unleash this or to at least unlock it. And LeadLoft, on the other hand, it is included in our $99 plan, and we call them playbooks. You can see them here. And our playbooks are far more powerful than HubSpot for a variety of reasons. To start, you can open them up here. You can see it automates email. That also automates LinkedIn connections, LinkedIn messages, and we even have things like Bounce Shield, which can verify unverifiable emails. So right out of the gate, you can see that playbooks in LeadLoft are far more powerful than sequences in HubSpot. And the one thing I'd say with playbooks that is really useful is if you're looking at your deals here, you can see all the deals you need to follow up with. Say it's like deals I haven't talked to or have had no activity with for 90 days. I can filter for that, actually select all of them, and then enroll them into one of those playbooks I've created. In HubSpot, on the other hand, if you have your deals, I can go to my deals here. Here they are. There's no way to bulk select. Once they're here, I have to manually follow up one by one. So when it comes down to it, LeadLoft is going to be far more powerful in terms of following up and automating engagement processes. If it's a new year and you want to follow up with all these deals, there's no way to do it. You have to open them up, find the contacts, and enroll them one by one. So it's a really manual process. So the last thing I'd say is if you hop into LeadLoft and you go to playbooks, we can actually build out outbound playbooks that have an AI prospector that automatically prospects for you. So I could say, hey, let's find CEOs or founders of construction companies in the Midwest. So there we go. CEOs or founders of construction companies located in the Midwest of the USA with employees of 100 to 2,000. Now, you can select how many contacts you want to prospect each day per sender, but for now, we'll just leave it as 30. And if you want, you can have each contact or team member on your team prospect 30 every single day. You just need to select other team members here. For now, we'll go ahead and click continue. And right now, it's building out an audience. So the next step here is to build out that playbook, right? And you can actually build with AI. We'll use an outbound lead gen playbook, and we'll say we help construction companies acquire customers. So there we go. Build a playbook with 2 emails followed by 4 LinkedIn steps, scatter cold calling tasks in between as well. And then our pitch, we help construction companies acquire 2 new customers every month. We'll go ahead and click generate with AI. And with this, LeadLoft's AI playbook builder will start automatically building up this playbook. This will include automated emails, automated LinkedIn steps, etc., etc. So let's just give it a moment here. And there we go. Hi, first name, we help construction companies like the company name acquire 2 new customers every month. Would you be interested in learning more? Really straightforward, cold calling steps as well. Here's a follow-up email. Then of course, there's LinkedIn connection requests, automated LinkedIn messages, etc. And there's some more calling steps here. So this looks really nice. We'll click use playbook. And there we go. And just to run you through how this works is in LeadLoft, we'll actually go contact by contact, company by company, seeing if they actually match this description, and we'll be using that with AI. If it does match, we'll automatically prospect it using AI agents. We'll find their email communication, find their phone numbers, and then enroll them in this playbook. where we'll verify catch-all emails, engage them with emails, and automatically engage them across LinkedIn as well. And again, this is in comparison to HubSpot's automations, their sequences, which essentially only automate emails and tasks. It really doesn't do much more than that. So when it comes to the power of sequences, Leadloft is just far and away better than HubSpot, just hands down. And then the last thing I would say is HubSpot does have better reporting. They have these dashboards, you can customize them and make use of them, which is really nice. We do have a reporting feature that's going to be released in the next couple of weeks within Leadloft, but I will say HubSpot obviously has tons of reporting features, tons of customizations, and it can be really useful if you're a really massive team. But for the most part, I'd say a lot of companies tend to spend too much time on reporting and not enough time on booking meetings. So it really comes down to what your team needs. So that's my review of HubSpot. It is a really nice tool. It has a nice design, but it is really complicated to use, and it's hard to map out a sales process. If you're using HubSpot, your team's going to struggle to map out a sales process. There's going to be a learning curve for new hires. And if you want to avoid all that, you can just use a Leadloft. The other hand, HubSpot has lots of manual work and it's going to require tons of manual follow-ups. On the other hand, Leadloft has tons of features that make it easy to automate following up with deals, etc. That's just going to save your team a ton of time. And not only that, Leadloft offers LinkedIn integrations as well, which HubSpot just doesn't offer. So it really depends. Do you just want advanced reporting within HubSpot, or do you want to generate more meetings like you would in Leadloft? When it comes down to it, HubSpot's great. It has a nice design. It's reliable and it's good for reporting. Leadloft is great for booking meetings, driving outreach, and working at a high velocity skill and closing more deals. So at the end of the day, it just depends. Do you want more organization or do you want more results? That's kind of how it breaks down here. So hopefully that's helpful. If you have questions, feel free to reach out to my team. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video.